All right, so we are going to go over the notes for today, and they're all about area. So today is the 6th. I'm going to zoom in just a little bit. Better. More. Okay. So we are going to talk about area. Okay. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a shape. You guys are going to tell me what the name of the shape is, and then we'll talk about if you guys know the formula for it or not. What shape is that? Rectangle! Yay! Who knows the area of a rectangle? Anybody? Length times width. You guys are all nervous because I told you I'm recording, right? Length times width equals area, or base times height. Just a reminder to everyone that phones should be turned upside down right now, so I know you're not playing on them. And your headphones should be out, both of them. And you should be following along. Good. Okay. What about this? What is that shape? Square. And it's the same thing. It's length times width, or whatever. All right. You guys I'm notoriously talk fast. So you got to yell at me, say, Miss Murphy, slow down. Okay. So let's look at a different rectangle. What would the area be for this triangle right here? Rectangle. 24 what? Inches what? Squared. Okay. If I said 24 inches, I think you're meaning a long string that's 24 inches long. Okay? If it is 24 inches squared, I know you mean area. So, yes, on your homework tonight, I want units, and I want a little squared whenever we're talking about area. What shape is this? No one knows what shape this is? Come on. Triangle. Anybody know the area for a triangle? One half base times height, or 1/2 length times width. Anybody know why it's 1/2? Right, it's half of the, when I figured that out, like I had memorized this formula forever. When I was like, oh my goodness, you just cut it in half. That's why it's 1/2. It's half as big. It like blew my mind. Okay, remember, for all of these, I want whatever the units are squared. All right, I'm moving on up. You guys are so young, nobody sang the song. Okay. What shape is this? What shape is this? Anybody know? Parallelogram. Parallelogram. I think that's spelled right. Okay. Parallelogram has the same area, except we have to remember this part right here, that's the height. That's the base. Have to remember that. This slanted part is not the height. See how the height's in the middle? Okay. What shape is this? That is a circle. Okay. Anybody remember what the area of a circle is? So it has this magic number that makes me hungry when I think about it. pi, did you hear my stomach growl too? That was like on cue. Okay, pi r squared. Okay, where r is the radius. Okay, we often get circumference and area mixed up. Remember, area has a squared in it, and that usually helps. Okay, remember, again, I want units squared for all of these. I don't know why the glare is better when my hand is there. It is. Okay, you guys ready for the next one? Make sure circle's still up there. This is my son's favorite shape. He likes to tell me about it all the time. What shape is that? Trapezoid. Okay. I'm moving circle away because I want to make sure we get trapezoid. Okay. So, this is the height of the trapezoid. It's kind of like the parallelogram. This is considered base 1, base 2, because a trapezoid has a crazy formula. It's 1/2 base 1 plus base 2 times height. What shape is that? That's also a trapezoid. Okay, because you'll see both on your, they're both trapezoids. That's one, that's one. Okay. All right, now the fun stuff. This is all basic stuff. Now we get to the fun stuff. You know I go too fast. You gotta tell me if I need to slow down. And I'm making you draw all kinds of shapes, which takes a little bit more time. Some of you are real precise and not crazy like Miss Murphy and just draw them all over. Okay, moving it up. All right, how would we find how to do a shape like that? Let's assume this is a straight line right here. So this shape does not have a name, right? It's a combination of them. So what's this part right here? We're going to assume that's like a half circle. So we know that's pi r squared, but we're going to have to divide it in half, right? Because it's only a half circle. Okay? Let's say this is length and this is width. I could still do length times width right here, but it would only cover this part. Over here, I would have to do 1/2 base times height. And then I'm just going to have to add them all up together. That length times width added to that. What? Yes. I know, I'm so mean. I make you draw these crazy shapes, and then I just keep talking. Then we've got, I'm going to go slow, 1/2 base times height, and then we add it to the circle, half circle, pi r squared over 2. And obviously this will look better because you'll have numbers, right? Does it matter what order I add them up to in? No. Right, because 2 plus 3 is the same as 3 plus 2, right? So I could have done the half circle first, and then the rectangle, and then the triangle, or whatever. So we see if we have a combination of shapes, we just find the area of each shape and add them together. Yes? Okay. All right, last one. I only want to know the area of the shaded region. What would I do? assuming this is length times width, and this is r. What would I need to do to find the shaded region? Am I going to add things together? Anybody? Subtract. Good. I saw somebody say it real quick. Length times width gives me my square, and then I'm going to subtract pi r squared because I don't want the circle. How do we feel? Yeah? Okay. I'm going to leave this up here, but I am going to stop recording.